That intro was long. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Lauren Whitney. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about breast pumps. I know this seems like it comes out of left field because other than vlogging, I haven't really posted as much mom content since I had Demi 9 months ago. I can't even believe that she's almost 9 months old, but I wanted to post this video because I am wrapping up breastfeeding. I'm kind of sad about it. It's like a bittersweet thing. I just noticed as of lately my milk supply has dipped tremendously, and y'all, I just don't have the strength to get it back flowing. Breastfeeding is hard work and you have to stay diligent about it. So let me just say a couple of things straight away. I am simply a mom using myself and my journey as a testimony that can hopefully provide you with some type of guidance or just, if nothing else, something to relate to. I am not a medical professional and I am not a lactation specialist. I am just a mom who has been through this twice, and I want to just share as much as I can if you guys are interested. When I was breastfeeding with my oldest child, who is now 2 years old, I went on YouTube, kind of hindsight, but I had already ordered a breast pump through my health insurance without doing any research. I didn't read any reviews on breast pumps. Y'all, I literally bought a breast pump based off of it being a cute color. I thought every breast pump was created equally. I thought they all did the same thing. I thought they all worked the same. I thought the quality was the same. When it said hospital grade, I believed it. I thought, oh, well, this, you know, this is the best thing. They all say that. I want to add some things to my video that I don't feel I found in my research. When I got home and I started pumping, I realized very quickly my pump was not like the pump that I used at the hospital. I decided that I was going to be an exclusive pumper. Well, if you're going to be an exclusive pumper, you need to have a good quality, reliable pump. So I've tried 4 breast pumps throughout my motherhood journey, and I just want to share a little bit about each of them. All of the breast pumps that I have come with a full set, like a bag, extra pump parts. Some of them will give you choices. Like, I know one of my pumps gave me a choice as to whether or not I got a tote bag or like a cooler. Whether you have insurance or not, if you can, it is very wise to purchase at least one pump. If you're getting it through insurance, that's still purchasing it. Your insurance is paying for it, so it is still coming directly from the supplier. And the reason that I say this is because oftentimes people will get a pump from a friend or a family member and just interchange the parts. That's actually what I did with one of my pumps, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But what I absolutely would not do is purchase a pump from like a third party, like pay money to a person for a pump versus like investing that money towards buying the pump from a manufacturer or from a vendor of the manufacturer. If you are purchasing or receiving a pump in any variety from another person, just know that that eliminates your warranty. It eliminates you possibly being able to get free replacement pump parts, and also there is a health risk when you're using a secondhand pump. Breastfeeding can be very unpredictable, and I don't mean this to be discouraging at all. I'm just being honest and real from my own experience. I mean, people would ask me like, are you gonna breastfeed? And I would say, oh, of course. But when I'm saying that, I have no clue how challenging breastfeeding can be. Some people are oversuppliers of breast milk. I am unfortunately not one of those people. I produce just enough milk for my babies. I have to work really, really hard for the milk that I get out. Definitely spend your money and or your insurance vouchers wisely. Call your insurance company if you have insurance. Find out what your coverage is. They will gladly tell you or refer you to a website where you can clearly see how much will be covered. They will have a list of specific breast pumps that they cover, and they'll let you know what percentage of that breast pump they will pay for you. And then if you have any out-of-pocket costs, you can find that out as well. All right, let's get into the breast pumps. The first breast pump that I want to talk about is the Evenflo Deluxe Double Electric Breast Pump. Even though it was not what I was looking for in the end, there were some pros to this breast pump. One pro was that insurance covered it at 100%. The other pro is that there are cushion like silicone inserts that you insert inside of your flange. I think the overall flange size, or the plastic piece, was like 32 millimeters, which is really big. And then they had different size flanges in like silicone that stretched over the opening of the plastic piece. Another thing that I liked about the Evenflo is that it is portable with AA batteries. It's not something that you necessarily want to walk around with, but if you're going like on a road trip or something, that I'm sure is definitely convenient. The cons are, it is very loud. Oh my gosh, y'all, it is so loud. I mean, it's so loud that the box just be vibrating like and it's also very uncomfortable. It did not have like a gentle pulsating like pull. The silicone inserts, I like it when you get it in there nice and secure, but sometimes it could loosen, and it just would have been a lot better if it was just all one cohesive like piece. Another thing that I did not like about this pump is I don't feel that it effectively emptied my breast, which is crucial. If you are going to be pumping in between nursing, or if you're going to be pumping exclusively, you need something that is going to completely empty your breast. If you're pumping and your breast is not emptying all the way, your body is going to feel like there is no need to produce as much milk, and you'll start to see like a dip in your supplies. What I also didn't like about this pump is that you had to manually set it into letdown mode and then manually set it into expression mode. A lot of pumps now, it says massage mode on the pump somewhere, or there's like a letdown button and it typically says massage. With this pump, I had to figure out like how long you're supposed to do letdown mode, because you want it to mimic a baby's suction. And there are pumps out there that are already set to do that for you. If you're gonna spend that much on a pump, girl, there are some way better pumps out there for that same price point, or maybe even a little bit less. No to Evenflo. And if you have an insurance voucher, yes, I know it's covered at 100%, but if you can get a better pump and come out of pocket maybe $25 to $50, girl, it's totally worth the money, okay? So my next pump is the Medela Pump and Style Advanced Breast Pump. And I actually did not purchase this pump. I actually got this pump gifted to me by a really close friend. She actually came over to my house and I was telling her how I just really messed up when I used my insurance voucher to order my pump, and she was totally done with having children and totally done with breastfeeding, and she offered me her breast pump. Technically, you are not supposed to use secondhand pumps. Like I mentioned before, there is a health risk involved in using a secondhand pump. I turned the open system pump that she gave me into a closed system pump. So basically what I did was I took the tubing, the bottles, and all the pump parts that I used for my Evenflo, and I simply just attached it to the Medela. Boom, you have a closed system pump. What I will tell you that I loved about the Medela Freestyle is that it did empty my breast completely. I would also kind of like hand express too, just to make sure that I didn't have any more milk coming out, and I did not. Their letdown mode is at the push of a button. So as soon as you hit go on that thing, it's already in letdown mode. It's already stimulating your boob the way a baby would, and then it just transitions into expression mode on its own. It's like an automatic fluid process. It has like a gentle pull, so it had like a comfortable suction. Also, I will say that this pump combined with my Evenflo parts and like that cushiony silicone, it was like a match made in heaven. The cons of the Medela, that thing is still very loud. Now, my oldest daughter is a really good sleeper. She's always been a really good sleeper. Like once she's down for the count, she is good to go. But I will say, if I was using a pump like that with my youngest, I don't know if a pump that loud would fly pumping overnight. It is an open system. You don't want to worry about backflow of milk going into your motor because it could be damaging to the motor. I know, for example, if I'm doing something, if I drop the remote, if I drop my phone, if I need to reach down to grab some water off my coffee table, even if you're not full to the top, it can still cause milk to spill over into the tubing and into your system, and it can just be a messy cleanup as well. And you also might find yourself having to change out your parts more frequently with an open system pump. Another thing that I thought could have been better about this pump is that it only operates with plug-in adapters. It comes with a wall adapter, and then it also comes with like a car adapter to use it in your car. But I did use it kind of as my stationary pump, so I would kind of put it upstairs like next to my rocker. So I'm gonna kind of skip over the next pump that I got because that is my holy grail. That's my girl, so we're gonna save her for last. But I am gonna jump into the last pump that I purchased actually through my insurance with Demi, and that is the Spectra S2. This pump right here is like a Mercedes. It emptied them things. Like, you ain't gonna have milk built up nowhere. It's gonna get all of that milk out. I also love that it is a closed system pump. It is extremely quiet. I can pump in the room. She is not going to stir, toss, turn, nothing. She don't know nothing about what's going on. So there's a little cup holder and a nightlight on this pump. It has like a top handle, and then right behind the top handle there's a little cup holder, and the nightlight has like 2 levels. It's not too bright, neither setting, so it is not going to disturb your sleeping baby. It is so comfortable. Just going back to the luxury feel, it doesn't go right into from letdown to expression mode on its own, so you do have to manually do it, but it's at the press of one button. It is so gentle that I actually can use it at a higher suction without it being like super uncomfortable to me. Let's get into the cons. There's only 2 of them. One is it's not portable. Now I got the Spectra S2, and I'm dogging this out like it doesn't come with another option. So for $50 extra, you can get the blue one, which is the Spectra S1. It comes with all the features that I just mentioned, and the only difference is it actually is portable because it has a chargeable battery. And then the only other con is that it's big. I would recommend the S1 over the S2 if that's going to be your only pump. I would get the portable one. But if you are like me, I had a portable pump, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, so that's why I chose the stationary Spectra. So last but not least, this has been my ride or die, hands down, held me down. When I tell y'all this pump has come through in every aspect for me, I feel like I use this pump more even so than my Spectra. That is the Ameda Maya. Basically, once I was gifted the Medela Pump and I continued to build and build on a milk supply, I thought, okay, I'm gonna stick with this. Now I feel comfortable investing my own personal money into a new breast pump. I wanted something portable, I wanted something compact, but I also wanted it to meet all the important criteria that I needed it to meet for the money to make sense. So I did tons of research. It was just so hard to just find the video that I needed that told me what I needed to hear in order to feel safe just, you know, hitting purchase. The pros: it empties your breast. It is a closed system, so it is very easy to keep clean. Generally, it has a gentle pull and a pretty gentle suction. It also has the same thing, just like the Spectra. It has a massage button to where you click it and you have that little pulsating massage mode. It does not go straight into expression mode, so you will need to hit that button again after about a minute and a half or so. It is also very compact and portable. I know I would put it in the pocket of my bathrobe. I also remember sliding it down into the pocket of like workout pants or yoga pants, if you have those little side pockets on the side and they stretch, you can slip that baby down in there and do what you need to do. So those are all the pros. Let's get into the cons. Quieter than the Evenflo and the Medela, but it's not quite as quiet as the Spectra. It is a little louder, and the another con is that the little screen in the front is very, very bright, but that's a quick fix. I would just flip it upside down so it wasn't blinding me or waking the baby in the middle of the night. I put this as one of my cons, but I think it's because of the version of this pump that I purchased. So my pump did not come with a tote, and it did not come with additional bottles or flanges. I didn't feel the need to spend the extra money to get all the accessories that came with this pump. Now, if you spend a little bit more, you will get a tote and you will get additional bottles, tops, flanges, duck bills, tubing. Like, you'll get some extra pump parts as a perk for spending a bit more money, which I also think is if this is going to be your primary pump, which it totally will hold you down well if it is your primary pump. You might spend a little bit extra just to get the extra accessories with it. Yeah, guys, so that is everything for this video. Super rambly. That's okay, because that's what editing is for. I hope that I covered everything that I myself was looking for and could not find, and I hope that this reaches everyone that it needs to see it. I hope that you learned something in this video that no one else told you. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Other moms, if you are watching this video and you have gone through a similar experience, or even if you've gone through a totally different experience, share down in the comments with each other for new moms to see what your experience was, anything that I might have missed in this video, because I tell y'all that stuff is super, super, super duper helpful. Like, I still consider myself a new mom, but I wanted to give you guys this information while it was still fresh on my brain, because I know that there's somebody out there that needs it. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.